Hello everyone. So in this lecture, I will be going through EQS a bit in more depth, okay, for the AI, and we'll work with the uh, move back logic, okay, and also since Unreal Engine 5.4 is here finally, I will actually change the engine version as well in this lecture, okay. So for that, the first thing would be to open up your folder and right click the U project, show more options, and we'll switch Unreal Engine version. Make sure you have 5.4 installed, okay? So I'm gonna change, and this might take a while, okay? So just let it load, okay? And once it's done, delete the VS, binaries, derived, intermediate, saved, and the SLN, okay? I'll actually leave out the saved because otherwise I'll actually have to redo some settings. So yeah, now right click on the U project again and generate Visual Studio project files. Now once that is done, I'll open up the SLN first. Now once it has loaded in, I will go ahead and build it. Okay, go ahead and build the solution. And again, this might take a while since this is the first time we are doing the build in 5.4. Okay, once it has built, it might actually show up some errors. Never mind that, just run directly or debug in Visual Studios. That would be F5 or Control F5, okay, and it should build successfully. Okay, so once it has loaded in, it should work as it was working before, okay, without any issues. Do I have a nav? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's working properly as it was before. So like I said, in this lecture I will be focusing on the get back logic, okay. So for the get back, let's look at the logic first, okay. So what happens is, let's say this is the AI, and the AI comes way close to the player character, which is this one, right? Now if the AI is way too close, what it should do, it should do a EQS query, right, along a random range, maybe like around a random cone, right, like this, and there would be EQSs everywhere over here, right? There would be EQSs like this, that would be done like this, right, in a cone angle, right? And depending on these EQS and EQS points, the AI should actually just move back, okay, if there's any path or if there's no obstacles in behind, right? So that is the base logic of how this get back should work with. And now let's look at how it can be done. So in the blueprints folder under AI, we have our EQS folder. Over here, I'll go ahead and make a new EQS, and this would be EQS underscore get back, okay. And from here we have this points cone, right? But this we cannot use this directly, okay. Now as you can see, generates in front of query, what that means is we already have a testing point. So if I drop it in like this, right, and it's facing the front over here, right? So now if I get the EQS get back, now we get this, but in front of the enemy, right? Like we want the same thing behind him, right? Because we can actually like get the cone degrees. So like if I change it, as you can see, the angle changes as well, which is good. Angle step, if I'm to increase it, okay, let's see. Angle step, as you can see, like how many cones, sorry, how many spheres you want, like in between. So we probably wouldn't require much, probably about 4 like this. And obviously the range, how much further back they should move. So obviously like something like that. Yeah. And yeah, the distance between them is the aligned points. So these are the basic things that we would require. So to actually like get the jet in behind the query area, we need to actually create a C++ class. Okay, we'll have our own. So create new class, all classes, and this would be EQS. Actually, and then what is it called in the C++? Environment query generator cone. Okay, so if you search for env query generator, as you can see, there's a lot of these cones, donuts, circles, and all of them, which is a child of the projected points again. And this one is a child of the generator itself. Okay, so there's a lot of these that we can actually like use, but for this lecture we would only require the cone. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this FCS underscore EQS environmental query generator underscore get back cone. Okay, and obviously it will be under EQS. So I'll create the class, and obviously it starts with Microsoft Visual Studios for me as well. So I'll change it. Okay, so I've opened it in Rider back again. Okay, so yeah, the files have been created under EQS. Okay, and as you can see, it's actually updating, so I'll let it update. IntelliSense. Okay. Okay, so now if we go into the environmental query generator cone file that is inside wherever your Unreal Engine 4 is, engine source, runtime, AI module, classes, environmental query generators, and then we have this file. Okay, so you can see this is the header file. So let's go ahead and there's like a few functions over here: bind data to data providers, generate items. This is something we need, that is in the CPP. So generate items, this function basically generates these EQS spheres that you see. Okay, so from here we have the angle as a negative of cone degree value plus minus. Okay, so if I okay, yeah, sorry, this is the actual file. So what I can do is I can take this function over here, and in our class that we have created, I will create a public function and I will override this. Okay. And yeah, this, it should not be inline function. It's probably because of the include again. Remove this, and now it should generate definition. And obviously we need the super to get the parent. Actually, we don't need the super in this one. So I'll comment it out. I'll not delete it. And what I'll do is I'll copy this whole function. Okay. And what I need to do is I need to get from the angle axis direction, forward vector, angle, now vector. So I can multiply this into negative for the axis direction, right? So basically I'll comment it out over here. Basically inverse the forward vector to get the backward vector. Okay. Now I'll close the editors. Let's open save selected. I'll run it from here. Okay. Sorry about that. It didn't register the first time round. Okay, so it has opened back up. So if I remove this, go under generators, you can see we have this one that we just created, environmental get back cone. Okay. Now go to the third person map, and if I use it now, as you can see, now we have our query behind us, right? So we can actually get the cone degrees like this or back. And we can set the range, right? Which is really good for us, as you can see. And now this is exactly what we needed. Okay. Also, if you want to change this generator in front of the query, what you can do is I'll close this, save and close, plus file. Okay. You have get description title. You can get this and override as well. Okay. So in the, I'll override this. Okay. Let's go ahead and create the definition for this one. And again, we do not need the super. And obviously, we need to format this one out. What is it? Log text, namespace. Okay, what is the namespace? Okay, this one is defined over here. So we'll do the same. Basically, has defined. What it basically does is, wherever it sees the lock text namespace, it basically changes with this environmental query generator. Okay, so basically there is a force find and replace. Okay, that's what the has defined keyword is used for. Okay, these blue things are called keywords in C++, in C in general, or in programming languages. Okay. So there we go. Generate behind. Okay. Now let's go ahead and run this again. Did I not? Uh, okay, let's see. Did I miss? Okay. It gets the super and then the. That's right. Yeah, we don't need the super. Okay, and run again. Okay, again. Generate behind of. Basically, this is the description. Basically, behind generate behind of center actor. Okay, so I had to remove that 0 over there. Actually, this one should be 0. My bad. Again, let me open it up. I'll show you. Yeah, as you can see, it says 1 over here. It actually. And now you can see it says generate behind of Quadia. Then again, generate what? Basically, that's what we had in the cone generate in front of the Quadia. So what I can do is I can just write it over here, cone generate, and also yeah, um, forgot about the hold on like that. Now run. Yeah. So now this is done. As you can see, it creates behind the enemy as is, right? So we can now directly get this EQS over here. Run EQS. Get back. Okay. It will be moved to. So we can directly use target single base target location and move to target location. Okay, but now this is not enough because actually it should be enough. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Let's play. As you can see, it is get back. As you can see, like they choose a random place from themselves. Now it's waiting. Let's strafe. Now it should be get back. Yeah, as you can see it. Wait, what did it do the circle from? Um, okay, right. From the query, what I'll do is blueprint AI QS context. This is the target player, right? Yeah. And enemies. Actually, I'll make it to self. Okay, and self. I'll add test that pathfinding path exists from self, and let's go ahead and play. I'll have this guy over here. EQS should be on. Numpad 3. Yeah, it did create. Yeah, it's creating from itself. As you can see, if I'm way too close, it moves back. And obviously, it should be above weight, right? And it should be above strafe, right? So lower priorities can actually be discarded. So press 3 on EQS gets the EQS if I'm way too close. Yeah, there you go. It moves back like that. Also, it should be both, maybe, like, yeah, discard your weighting as well as I'm way up close. Okay, it's not actually removing the weight. Um, what I'll do is use a simple parallel. Right, a simple parallel does not actually. Yeah, my bad. So the simple parallel would be like this. So move to would be in front, and this is what this EQS should run in background, and the move to observe blackboard value should be set to true, and the tolerance is 4.7. I think the default is fine. You can play around with the default if you prefer it, like so. Now if I'm moving up too close, I mean, it just keeps on moving back. Totally up to you if you want to have it. About 2. Does it should make more sensitive, I guess. Yeah, it just makes it more sensitive. So yeah, you can have simple parallel, but I don't think there's a need for it. just have this wait time to be lowered 0.3, something like this. And yeah, so if the enemies are way too close, like this one over here, it's strafing around right now. As you can see, it just goes back when it's get back. But then again, why does it call a circle for the EQS? That is search for weapon. Okay, that is for the strafe. Okay, the EQS is debugging a bit slower. That's fine. But yeah, I think the get back is working pretty well. So in our next one, we'll do the strafe logic, okay, for the AI. And the look for weapons, I'll leave it for now. I'll go to combat after the strafe is done, okay? So yeah, that's it for this lecture, guys, okay? And as always, if you want to support me and the work that I'm doing, you can subscribe to my Patreon. It starts from just $1 a month, okay? And also there are different tiers based on the needs of different people, okay? So do check it out once. Thank you.